Okay, let's dive in first with a quick little review of the piano roll editor. Now, again, I'm going to be working here in Ableton Live for this whole class, but this piano roll editor thing works the same, more or less, no matter what piece of software you're working on. So you can be working on any of the platforms and you'll be just fine. For me, I'm going to double click here and then I get this thing. So what you need to do in your software, whatever you're using, is find this thing. It's in there somewhere. It's called a piano roll editor. It might also be called maybe a MIDI grid. Could have a few other names, but that's basically what it's called. Now, by this point in the class, you've seen this 100 times, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. But just a super quick little review in case maybe there's been a break since you took the second or first class, or maybe you didn't take those and you're just jumping right into this one. That's cool too. So remember, we have basically a piano laid out this way, and then it's just kind of hyper stretched. So we can see the black keys here in the darker gray and the white keys in the lighter gray. And the colors might be different depending on what kind of a system you're working on. That's fine. But somehow there's going to be two different colors in this grid, a darker color and a lighter color. So the darker colors correspond with one of the black keys on the keyboard, and the lighter color corresponds with the white keys. And then time flows from left to right. So if I wanted to play some notes, I could do that, and then I hit play. Let's maybe do that a little slower in case that didn't make sense. Right, so it just reads time going across, and then the notes up and down. Now we can make chords also, and we can make longer notes. So I'm going to have this one be a little bit longer. Let's do that. This is going to be a little funky sounding. It's going to be a little minor. That's okay. Okay, so I can have, this is called polyphony, having two different tracks of things happening. Not tracks, that's the wrong word. Two different voices is the musical term we'd use for this. So there's a voice in this higher one and a voice in this lower one. Imagine two people singing. We can just build chords, and for me to make stuff, I'm just double clicking here. You can also plug a keyboard in and play the notes in. We can move stuff around. We can go up and down and experiment this way by just moving things all over the place. Cool. So just a super quick little get us back on the same page about the piano roll editor. I think that's really all we need to do. I don't want to go into all of the special features of Ableton. That's not really what this class is about. We're really going to be working with notes on the grid here. So that's all we really need to know. Up next, let's talk about our big topic from the second class, which was chords, scales, and keys. The second class was really about minor stuff, but in that we talked about different kinds of minor things and the differences between chords, scales, and keys. And so I want to revisit that really quick because that's going to be really important to us going forward. So off we go to that.